Just go, never mind, Joel. Right, sorry about this for the under-15 skipper, but sadly he's needed for duty. So I'll give you the rundown. Today it's a T20 match, Rugby School under-15s against Bablake here on MBS. Looking forward to an exciting game. JJ won the toss and elected to bowl. We've got a day 5 pitch, so he thinks that it's a bowling wicket. And yeah, I would agree. Bit of dew out there. I think the rugby attack are ready to get going. JJ said they're going to be opening up with left arm off spin and just right arm seam from either end. I think the spinners from the hospital end are going to be really, really important. In the game last Thursday, when the under-17s played against Trent College in the Cup, they won with spin from that hospital end. Left arm spin of F. Cade and J. Bethel got 5 wickets. And I think H. Piggott today is going to be one of their danger men. I believe it's going to be A. Delahaye to open the bowling with seam from this schoolhouse end. And yeah, it's going to be an exciting fixture. Rugby School, I believe, a pretty well-rounded team today. Notable mention, O. Briggs, sadly still injured. Wish you the best with your recovery, Briggsy. But yeah, I think the boys are ready to get going. See, the umpire will be coming soon, maybe Mr. Tester. But you know, the ground staff have put out an incredible effort today to get this pitch ready to be played on game. Played on Saturday, the timed game as the first 11 took on Cheltenham. As I said, day 5 pitch. So they've put out a really big shift to make sure it's ready for the boys to get on and play today. Should be a few more minutes till we start, and I look forward to seeing the first ball, as I'm sure all of you do. P. Sharky, school legend, left last year, member of the 20. Sharky, I hope you're doing well, mate. Know you're on a gap year, going to uni next year. Fantastic rugby player, P. Sharky was. Well bowled there by K. Sharky. Much better line there from the young man. But yeah, as I was saying, P. Sharky, his older brother, great hooker, played for the first 15 last year. Fantastic line-out throw, as you'll all see, or may all remember. Last year, line-out at the end of the game against Hampton. He threw a fantastic dart and then scored the try to win us the game. Oh, opportunity there by Sharky. And Morgan off the mark. Sadly, I'm not joined by Butler nor Gibbs yet, as the first 11, who are not injured, are training for the upcoming match this Saturday against Stowe. And luckily, as I'm neither first 11 and I am injured, I can be hit. Well bowled there by Sharky. He's just going to get that line a bit further outside off. It's a bit too straight for him. Looks as if he's trying to move this pink ball in towards the batsman. Right-hander Sahota here on strike. There's two there as Sahota just runs it down to deep 45. Well, that one's get through the keeper, but third man there, Delahaye, gets round and only the one run from it. This match today is an under-15s cup fixture, a T20. Rugby won the toss and skipper J. Jacob elected to bowl first. Better there from Sharky, just a single from it, and that is the first over bowled, so that's 5 from that over. Speaking to skipper Jacob before the game, he said he's looking to open with spin from this hospital end. It looks like it will be the left arm orthodox off spin of H. Piggott from the hospital end. As I previously mentioned, 5 wickets were taken by the first or the under-17s last Thursday in their cup match against Trent College from this hospital end. I'm sure Piggott's going to be looking to replicate something similar to that. On this day 5 pitch, which the groundsmen have worked tirelessly to maintain, I'm pretty sure it will be ragging square. So Piggott, he's going to be a serious wicket-taking option here for the rugby attack. Looks like they've got catching mid-wicket. They've bought deep cover, they've brought him round, extra point. Got long on, mid off. Let's see what Piggott can do. Good start there. No run. Sharky Jr. gets round from 45. Wow. Yeah, short third man. Good there again from Piggott. Well bowled again, but softly tapped straight to point, and Delahaye makes no mistake. Good start from Piggott. Well bowled there. Seems like he's already getting some turn and bounce. Good shot there from Sahota, straight down the ground for one. Both the Bablake opening batsmen today right-handed, so I'm sure Piggott will be licking his lips at this prospect. We'd love to say on comms, but the battle between bat and ball when the ball's turning away from the bat is wonderful. Bowlers love it. A bit quicker there through the air. And worked round nicely there. There's no fine legs, so short third man there. Sharkey gets round. That's one run. So 2 wides there. Sure, Piggott's going to look to recover. Good there. Pretty quick through the air. That's a good over. Bablake 10 for 0 from 2. Sorry, 9 for 0 from 2. Much better there from Sharkey. Got Morgan trying to drive. Skipper Jacob just sorting his field out. Yeah, good there from Swinfoot. Lovely swing out. Good stop there at mid-wicket. 1 run. Fantastic there from Sharkey. Gets the wicket of Morgan. Well bowled. Wicket there, followed up with a good Yorker by Sharkey Jr. Great start here from Rugby. New batsman Cooper at the crease. Oh, bit of a rash shot there, but good dot ball. There's my under 15 self used to love to say, dot balls are hot balls, baby. It's good here from Rugby. A solid over here from Sharky. One there through and Swinfen at mid wicket, manages to pick it up, and there's just a single. And that is 11 for 1 from 3 overs for Bablake. I'm sure the Rugby attack are going to be pretty pleased with this. Good here from Rugby. Skipper Jacob, he knew it was a bowling wicket, and it looks like it's started off well. Lovely here to see first 11 skipper Butler jogging over after his training session. Going to be joining me on comms today. Piggott back to bowl. Good there. Bit of interest from the Rugby field, but umpire doesn't even bat an eyelid. It's good here though from Piggott. Similar to Cade of the first 11. His trajectory is quite shallow, that gets it through the air quickly. Cooper here, still on strike. Get straight to extra. No run. Good string of dots here from Piggott. Yeah, out to deep mid wicket. McLean there, Popey. Doesn't even have to move. Good arm into the keeper, that's 1 run. Piggott, full toss. Deep mid wicket, McLean gets round and 1 run. No, Piggott won't mind that. Not a great ball, but only gone for the 1 run. Quickly through the air there again by Piggott. Third man Sharky works round. That's 1 run and over. Good start here from Piggott. 5 for 0 from 2. With Bablake 13 for 1 from 4 overs. Well bowled, JJ. Yeah, out there to cover, he's deep. 1 run there. Sahota here on strike. Sota and JJ know each other from the Kenilworth Warden days. Well bowled there, Joel. Good there from Sahota along the ground. To long on, 1 run. Good stop there from Swinfen. Almost an opportunity for a run out. Good here though from Joel. Early signs that those opportunities are going to come. Well bowled again. Putting it up there. Love that flight there from JJ. Bit dragged down there, a bit quicker through the air. Cut off there by Jay Watson for 1 run. Over pitch there by Joel, turning into a full toss, but only the 1 run there down to Sharky on the boundary. And that's the end of that over. Bablake 19 for 1 from 5. And I'm joined here by first 11 skipper Butler. Butler, how are you, my friend?
Yeah, great, mate. Just come off a good training session there. Delighted to be out here now commentating for the U15.
Yeah, I said to the viewers how you boys, the 11, are working hard for this match away on Saturday against Stowe. Looking forward to that fixture?
Yeah, looking forward to the Red Ball fixture on Stowe. Tournament Thursday as well, pink ball, 10 over game. Very excited for that one as well. I know all the boys are.
Yeah, that'll be great. I'm sure from your Warwickshire days, you had an illustrious Warwickshire career. You'll know a lot of those lads there. And Star, I'm right in thinking you've played on their first team pitch once before in cricket, or am I wrong?
I think I might have played there once, a long while ago now, but yeah, looking forward to being in Bedford again. Beautiful place. Catch it.
Oh.
Really enjoying watching Henry bowl so far. Mr. Piggott's been great. Very shallow through the air. Batsman struggling to rotate the strike. Bowling very well.
Yeah, I completely agree. But yeah, similar trajectory to FK to the 11, and there's an opportunity there.
Oh, that's
fantastic
a great catch.
grab.
What a
yes,
grab!
McLean. Brilliant there.
Piggott's great bowling there, doing wonders. Shallow trajectory. Batsman struggling to get away. Looks for the slog sweep, but can only find McLean in the deep at Cal. Good field setting, I would say as well. It's been really good from here, from the rugby school boys so far.
Yeah, wonderful to see that. McLean, off the back of being Schleg for the first 11 on Saturday against Cheltenham.
Great job he did too.
Yeah, great job as well. That man does not fear anything. Not even foul as short ball that's getting pulled. But yeah, great grab out there in the deep from McLean.
Some great chat from him as well at Shalek.
Yeah,
that has to be said.
A lot of chirp from that boy. We love to hear that and love to see it from the young man. But am I right in saying last time you were at Stowe you had a pretty unpleasant experience? I remember last year in the rugby, was it a finger you broke?
Yeah, a wrist I broke actually. It was not my greatest experience at Stowe. Beautiful place to go and play rugby at. It's a shame that I ended my season there in the October.
Yeah, completely. I'm sure you'll be looking for a more enjoyable or more rewarding experience on Saturday. Yeah, and I reckon with all the hard work that you boys are putting in, it's going to come.
Yeah, hope so.
But no, sadly, I don't think I'll be able to come along for that T10 tournament on Thursday, but that's going to be a lot of fun.
That's your style of cricket, isn't it?
Yeah, that is my style of cricket. Take middle and off, trigger across to outside off stump and just flick everything around. Range hitting session, either get 0 or 50, even though I've never scored a 50.
Yeah, where'd you get 50?
Yeah, well, maybe 15 is more accurate.
A couple of sixes in there.
Yeah. Ball there by Pickett.
Full toss, but the batsman can't capitalise. The shallow trajectory is really good from him. Struggling to get away from the mark, and I think it's a great plan for the under-15s here to get him on early.
Well dug out the JCB. Fantastic again there from Pickett. Been a Yorker, and Sahota's not enjoying that. Sahota, you'll know that name, indeed. Butler, skipper here, member of the Kenilworth Wardens, #UTD. I myself played a season or two out there for the Dons. And the Sahotas, yeah, we're familiar with them.
Played with 3 of them.
Yeah, indeed. Great cricketing family. And that is over. Bablake 20 for 2 from 6. Good bowling there from Piggott. And I'm sure Jacob is going to continue from the schoolhouse end. Butler had a quick chat with skipper Jacob earlier, and he was saying how this day 5 track is a bowling turf. Bidiju, would you agree with that?
Oh, certainly. Played on it Saturday in a timed game, and it ragged in no uncertain terms. That's probably explains the decision early to go from spin from both ends. I can't see it changing that much, to be honest. Day 5 pitch, as been said, it's going to rag all the way through the game, and it's going to require some good batting. Though I will caveat that with it is still very hard, and there are runs on this pitch if you bat properly, as Mr. Bethel showed on Saturday.
Oh, bowling there from JJ. Point there, managed to work round. Bablake boys clapping about 10 runs.
Good running, I think.
They love the running. JJ just sorting out his field. Oh, looks like he's coming into the crease a bit quicker for this ball and gets it through. Nice there from JJ. What do you make of this field, Mr. Butler? Yourself, very experienced skipper and great field setter. Do you think it's the right field for JJ's right arm off?
From Jacob.
Yeah.
Well bowled by Jacob, I think. Coming back to your question about the field, I think that just shows you. I think they've got it spot on, to be honest. Men on the boundary where they need to be, preventing the big shot, and there's men quite in short. I like the straight mid wicket and the straight extra cover. Batsman looks to work it around those there and can't manage it, can only find the outside edge straight up in the air for Jacob to take off his own bowling. Bablake losing their 3rd wicket there.
Yeah, 22 for 3 from 6.2. I think the Bablake boys are going to need to form a partnership here. These T20s always high scoring games, so bless me. The Bablake batting lineup are going to be looking to get some runs away, but bat sensibly, you know. I'm sure they'll agree 2 of the 3 wickets that have gone so far were avoidable. Granted, the rugby bowling attack have built some pressure with dot balls there. Bablake side would like to think they're better than that. New man Quantry there managed to get off the mark, and that's overbowled by Jacob. Bablake 23 for 3 from 7. Seems that Rugby School are going to continue with the left arm off spin from the hospital end of Piggott. Butler with T20, I'm pretty sure that these under 15s are going to bowl 4 overs each. Do you think it's a good decision to bowl Piggott out here at the start?
I think with some of the bowling in the 15s have got to come. I think he can afford to have his 4 overs at the start. I think he bowls beautifully during the power play, and now out of the power play with a couple more fielders out, I think he'll continue to do so. Oh, wicket ball. What a bowl there, Henry.
McLean out there at Cow is loving that. Yeah, yes, Henry Piggott. Fantastic there from Piggott once again. Sublime figures so far. Really good from the young man. That one there looks like it just skidded on a bit. That's probably the dew that JJ was talking about. And Quantry's gone for 1 from 2. Quantry there just talking to the next Bablake batsman and giving you a bit of feedback on the turf. Just tell your story walking though, lad. Unlucky. Hote here, 8 from 18. He looks like he's going for a red inker. He's going to have to galvanise his Bablake boys and try and get him to score some runs with him. Can't do this on his own. Interesting there from the Bablake man. Quantry. He's just told his boys, you expect it to turn a lot, but it's not turning that much. Be interesting. We'll see if we can get Jacob or Piggott up at the interval to get their feedback, but we'll see whether that is true. Well, bowled there again by Piggott. Oh, and that is very leading edgy. Bat face pointing towards. Give him cover if we're lucky. Ball ends up straight at the bowler. Bit of a drag down there from Piggott, but Kota not able to capitalise. Well bowled. Oh, dug out again. Whoa. Bit of a slip there.
Variation in flight there by Piggott. Shows you don't have to be bowling it, spinning it both ways to have variation in your bowling. I think he's been doing very well here.
Yeah, of course. It's been really, really good from the young man. Well bowled again. Straight there to mid-on skipper Jacob, and he takes it on the one bounce. No run. Indeed. That noise you hear in the background is not so decent from Chatters. And
another wicket.
That ball was very decent from Piggott.
Just a bit fuller there, skidding to the bat, looking to sweep the Bablake batsman there, but not quite connecting. Piggott with another. Just skidding through. Bablake batsman not being able to play it so far. Not reading the turn or the flight.
Yeah, I've got to say, this from Piggott's been a fantastic spell. I'm sure the boys would be very pleased with his 4 overs there. I believe that was 3 for 5 from 4. Wonderful. Exceptional. Fantastic.
Any other objectives?
Decent. Tell him, lad. It is decent. Look, point is, great stuff there from the opening bowler from the hospital end, and interested to see who comes on next from that hospital end. Whether skipper Jacob's going to pick the seam option or stick with some spin. I know there's left arm seamer Jay Watson. He can bowl a very handy line and length. So we'll see what he goes for. Jacob here to continue from the schoolhouse end, bowling to Sahota. Sure, these two boys are loving the battle out there. Good shot there from Sahota. Ooh.
I think that's better there from the Bablake boys. I think with still 12 overs left, I think rotating the strike is going to be key, and just giving themselves a minute just to see, with only 5 wickets left, trying to put on as many as they can off the full allotment of overs.
Yeah, I completely agree. They've just got to be positive. I'm sure both teams are going to be pretty positive out there. The Bablake boys are going to know they've got overs in hand, and they have got a team that can hit it. And with Sahota at the crease, never know what can happen. And from the rugby side, the bowling attack they've got and the gun batting lineup that is going to come, I'm sure those boys will be very happy. I'm sure you'll agree, but it's just good to see cricket being played once again after 18 months of Miss Rona disrupting all of our sports. Fantastic to see cricket at all age groups and all teams being played again.
Yeah, indeed. Sport on the close is it's a great thing here at Rugby, whether it's rugby or indeed cricket here on MBS. It's great to see, to be honest, at all age groups, all colour of ball. It's lovely to watch.
Yeah, I completely agree. Got to give a shout out to G. Wilson, Schoolfield 20 boy, playing for the 4th 11 on Saturday. Got a fifer against Cheltenham. Oh, and that is well bowled by JJ. Batsman's head and bat in a different postcode. That's what happens when the pressure comes.
I think that's really well bowled there by Jacob. Flighted, but much slower from the bowler. Lands it in a similar spot as he has been doing, and batsman doesn't read the variation. Again, the variation from the two spinners we've seen here, Pigott and Jacob's been brilliant. Not bowling any douchers, but it's enough variation for it to work. What? We can do it. Don't know.
Don't want to make the noise.
Very well fielded there by straight mid wicket. Gets around to cut it off, and that's the end of the over. Great set of overs there by Jacob. Oh, one more to come. One more to come. Get to see who's on now from the hospital end. With Pigott having bowled out. See who Jacob elects to bowl next overs. Jacob starting again, keeping spin in the attack. Little leg spin bowler here. Talked about the variation in the off spinners we've seen so far, but I've heard he's bowled a very good googly from this lad. Good hand there from extra cover, hit out hard through extra. They looked for 2 for Bablake, but they decided against it. Smart decision, don't want any risky running here at 6 down in the 9th over. Still 11 overs here left for the Bablake batsmen. We feel they can still get themselves up to a respectable total and make the Rugby batsmen really work for this. Slight drag down there by the bowler, but can only get a hand out. They'll look for 2 with Bablake, but good arming from the boundary doesn't allow it.
Grab.
Flighted out to the leg side, and it's 6 runs there off the back foot. Hit well by Sohota and onto the bank. First 6 of the innings. Bablake bench elated with that shot, and as they should be. Beautifully timed over the leg side and over mid wicket. More flighted and lands in a very good area there. Can only be patted back. bowled. Well bowled again. Great 2 balls to finish the over. Kayode, what do you think of the decision to stay with spin from the hospital end?
Yeah, I think it's a great decision. I think spin has been working really well from that end, so why switch it up? And we saw from Pickett's figures, 3 for 5 from 4, that so long as it's on a good line and length, you're not going to leak any runs. I think bowling Liversidge from that end is a really good decision from skipper Jacob. Shows some real maturity, because it would have been very easy to just rely on his seamers who can bowl some pretty good pace. But you know, he's backing us for Liversidge, and I think the spin from that end will do the job. As we see Jacob here kind himself. Oh, that is well bowled. Trying to induce the drive there from the bat, but no run. Well, flighted there by JJ, and he gets the wicket.
Beautifully bowled.
Fantastic there from JJ. 3 for 9 from 3.2. This is really, really good bowling. Bablake, 32 for 7. Wow.
For it again, in the air, over to short third man, but he can't quite get there. They scamper through for a single. Aggressive batting here by the new man. Slight change of field here by Rugby. Putting pressure on mid-on, mid-off in, just the mid-wicket out on the leg side. Quicker through the air by Jacob. Quicker ball there. Like the variation, that's the end of the over. JJ's great set of overs there. 3 for 12 from his 4 overs. Beautifully bowled.
Yeah, I completely agree. Just had a slight change there myself. Just went wandering so I could try and see the length that JJ was bowling there to induce all those chances. You know, 2 opportunities to get catches in that over. And I think that length is really important. The batsmen here not knowing whether they're what to get on the front foot or the back foot, what shot to play. I think when he's bowling that right arm mystery, it's fantastic. And here we see Liversidge. Good stop there by JJ. Straight extra, no run. Well,
full of length.
Grab it, McLean.
Hit out to mid wicket. McLean catches it nicely in that deep mid wicket. 8th wicket down for Bablake. 9 overs still left. Looking for their number 10 here to try and stick around a little bit. Bat their overs and try and potentially double this total.
Bat there, just asking the boys if the shower's on. No worries there, mate. Brilliant bowling. You can't do much when that happens. And McLean there, safest pair of hands. Good old Popey. Even Bablake 35 for 8 from 11.2. Butler, if you're a Bablake batsman walking out to the crease now to join Sahota, if you are Sahota, what are you saying?
Just stick around with us, lads. I think you've got to bat the overs. It'd be criminal to leave 8 overs out here, not scoring runs with only 35 on. No, it's tough to bat out there, but little bit of grit can be shown here. I think about the overs out, try and get to at least 50, and make the Rugby batsmen try and work for the win. So Hota will be looking to take the majority of strike here, I would think. Dealing, take what he can get really. Rotate the strike at the end of the over.
Yeah, I completely agree. You know, we're well versed with Hotas as cricketers in general, and especially Hota. He's a really comfortable bat. And I think, you know, first four balls, I should say, of an over, if he's on strike, he'll be looking to deal in 2 4s and 6s. And that last ball, just work it away for 1. It's Livicic. Great ball there. Floating it up there. What's that? Point? Working round?
It is.
Learning my positions, I am. Delahaye there at point, just coming around, cuts it off.
No sheet full of fielding positions for Kayada today. He's learned them. Done his homework for commentary. Looks like a snick there through, but can't be hung on. Can't be sure though. It's tough to see from over here.
Yeah, indeed. I was doing a few further maths papers last night, and then thought I'd jazz it up with a bit of a cricketing test, just making sure that I'm really hot on my positions.
Kept out again by the Bablake batsman. You've got to think this is good batting so far. At number 10, you're not expecting much. You just want to finish these over out, give Hota what you can. Yeah, so Bablake could be happy if he can do this for the rest of the 9 overs. Leg side wide there.
Yeah, leg side wide, unlucky there from Livicic. This number 10 bat here reminded me a lot of our good friend En Fuentes. He bats very low down the order, often 12th man. But when he is at 10 or 11, you know, he'll stick it, grind it out.
He's not afraid to wear them, is he?
Yeah, not afraid to wear it. And that boy he is a hero.
Not on purpose sometimes though.
No, often not. But he won't rub it. He'll happily clock one on the body. All in the name of cricket. Yeah, good dot there from Livicic to finish that over. Fantastic over, I must say. Livicic got the boys in an even stronger position. Rugby have Bablake at 36 for 8 from 12 overs, with Jacob to bowl his final over. Oh no, sorry, Jacob is bowled out. Looks like there's going to be a bowling change from this schoolhouse end with T. Milner. Chatters here asking me to talk us through the field. Well, let me just wait until we see what the field is.
Seam into the attack, so a slightly different field. It'll test Kayada's cricketing knowledge here.
Right, mid on. Am I going to call that mid off? Yeah, fine, and just on the ring, that'll do. Catching mid wicket ish.
Yeah.
Shot for naught. Yeah, so catching mid wicket. What's that called? That was deep backwards of square. I don't know.
Yeah, backwards square.
Yeah, backwards square. Yeah, deep backwards square. Wow, I'm doing well here. Fine leg's quite round. He's not very fine, so just.
Yeah, fine leg. Yeah.
Yeah. Then third man. Then we've got backward point. Covers out catching on the boundary. Then we've got a catching extra, and that's the field.
Yeah, very well done. And you took your 2 balls.
I'm elated with that one. Just had to make sure I got the revision in.
Quick fist bump there.
Yeah, indeed. Good start here from Milner. Must say, I don't know what's better, this line or length. It's trim. It's fantastic muley. Shot there.
Slapped out to deep cover.
Yeah, but McClaney, very quick in the field. A good arm, that. Cuts it off for 1.
Wasted a short leg maybe with that arm.
Yeah, exactly, with a cannon like that. Question for you here, Butler. Do you think Rugby in a really commanding position? I just want to get this over with. Would you change the field for the number 10 bat? Make it a bit more aggressive, so he's got to try and play.
Yeah, you'd like to think you could take the wicket without needing to change the field that much. I like the boundary riders for the boundary options, but I do think they could go slightly more aggressive, especially with a bit more pace on the ball now. I think a slip wouldn't go amiss, to be honest. I think with the field they've got, it looks like there's a clear plan here to bowl straight. I think that's the right way to go. With the two men out on the leg side, square leg and fine leg out. I think bowl straight, look for the wickets, bowl, caught, LBW all in play. That is straight to full toss though, and he's bunted it down the ground, drops in front of mid-off, and he gets through for the single. Bless you.
Cheers, my boy. Oh. Hey, if he's not doing me any favours, let's get the cetirizine down me. Manj. Ooh. Sahota there, induced into the drive. She needs to stay in.
He'll be disappointed there not to get a single off that last ball out to deep cover, try and take the strike for the next over, but Rugby will be happy to keep the number 10 batsman on strike for the next over.
Yeah, indeed. Looks like there's going to be another bowling change from this hospital end. It looks as if we're going to be seaming up. Believe this is a Delahaye out to bowl his right arm seam.
It is indeed.
Had the pleasure of doing some rugby coaching last term. Well, actually, the first term from September to December with the under-15s. Back then, we were hoping that they'd get their NatWest Cup. The under-15s going this year, but sadly not. And I must say, Delahaye was a great guy to work with. Always eager to learn. I think all of them in that team are just fantastic students.
Slightly short of a leg there by Delahaye. Nice loosener. Takes it for a dot.
I must apologise. That's A. Coburn bowling, not Delahaye. Very sorry that.
We're not claiming responsibility there. The score is behind us.
Yeah, indeed. Look, Miss Laws, come on, do a job. Making it hard for us, trying to catch us out. But yeah, this is Coburn on to bowl.
Similar looking actions though, I would say, between Delahaye and Coburn.
Yeah.
Especially from 80 metres away.
Yeah, indeed. Good there.
Rotates the strike really well there. One down to fine leg. They're a bit glovey, but they won't mind. Gets Sahota back on strike.
Yeah, that pickup reminds me of Prime 2 batsman / 3 skipper C. Hutchinson. Hutcho, Champ Hutcho. Fantastic bat, and he loves to pull it backwards of anywhere. Just loves to pull it. Really, really good in the pull, there, boy. Really, really good in the pull, you are, Hutcho. Fantastic there.
He likes to think so, anyway.
Yeah, he likes to think he's good in the pull. Sahota there, fantastic. I must say, he's looked a very composed and solid bat out of the crease, which we both expected, but I'm sure he's, slightly troubling this rugby school bowling attack.
Composed is a great way to describe it, I would say. He looks like the last hope for Bablake here, but he's dealing with the pressure quite well. Oh, slight outside edge there, top edge, goes down to final, goes on to third man even. You get through for a single.
Good banter there from K Sharky. People want to go home. Really, really serious. H.O.T. Got to expect that from a Sharky. As I mentioned earlier, P Sharky, fantastic bloke with really, really good banter. Yeah, the full toss.
Lucky to a number 10, I think. Gets away with the dot.
Reminds me of a full toss I faced when you were on the other end at Berkswell, Butler. You might remember that one. I came after the crease, probably bang at 5. Joined you, I was on the strike, and he's like, right, he's just bowling full tosses.
We've just lost a couple of quick wickets, mind you, so I see Kayada strolling out to the crease, and I think, oh no.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what the opposition bowling attack thought. Got bowled a full toss, went for a slog sweep first ball, and I must say, middle stump got hurt.
I tried to warn him, but it's well bowled, I would say, by the 12-year-old.
12? Don't be mean. Maybe 13. Nah, great shot there by Sahota.
They like to take the quick single there, I think. It's good running, but you would say that you want Sahota on strike for as many balls as possible that's remaining.
I concur. There's a bit of rain starts to come down in rugby.
Should pass quickly, I hope.
Yeah, cool. Oh. Go on fishing there, keep the rod in the bag, mate.
Outside the rain. Like cricket's commentary's a summer sport, so out the rain, please. Oh, hit out to mid-on and it's caught. Mid-wicket. Bablake can't quite continue rotating the striker they have done the last couple of balls and take a simple catch really, a mid-on off the bowling of the other side there. Milner even, sorry. Sahota's gone. 20 scored. Bablake 41 for 9 off 14 overs. Number 11 out to the crease now. Interesting to see the approach he takes. You'd like to see them bat the overs out, but number 11s I know often are going to hit the balls they can see. Leg side wide there. Got to think bowl straight's got to be the plan here from Rugby, both batsmen really. It's been some good shots seen from their number 10, but you think if you bowl full and straight, you'd think you'll miss one. Too short there by Milner. It's punished down the ground through mid-off. It's gone for 4, long boundary straight, but hit very well. That's 4 runs. What's he doing at number 11, you might ask? Bottom edge there down to fine leg. They scrambled 3 for 1. Number 11 on strike here for Bablake. few Rugby school pupils gathering on the bank, looking to see the end of the Bablake innings. Rugby trying to clean up the first innings quite quickly from here, I would expect. 50 for 9 Bablake. Didn't quite find his line length there, leg side wide. Rugby would be disappointed with some of these extras. It's always tight with the leg side wides. Feels unfair sometimes for bowlers, but as a batsman I don't quite mind it. Limiting the extras might be key though here and cleaning up the end of the Bablake innings. End of the over there. .51 for 9 remain Bablake after the end of the 16th over. 4 overs to go. Bablake looking this final partnership to bat the remaining 4 overs and see how many more they can get to. Delahaye on to bowl from the schoolhouse end. Bit of pace, Jacob hopes to clean up the tail here. Bowling full and straight's got to be the plan, you would think. Indeed, that's how Delahaye starts. Kept out in the end by the Bablake batsman. Bit more pace here in the Rugby attack. Doesn't quite find the stumps, but the batsman doesn't quite make contact. Delahaye just short of a length there. Can't manage to find the edge yet. Bowler slapped down the ground but drops in front of mid-off. Dot ball. Flashed hard outside off something there but can't make contact. Another dot ball. Good over from here. Good over here from Mr. Delahaye. Got to be looking to put a few more on the stumps like he saw the first ball of the over. And I think hopefully he should get the final wicket of the Bablake innings. That's fuller and straighter, but kept out well by the Bablake batsman and the over maiden. 3 overs remaining. Bablake 51 for 9. Almost all the wickets so far today, so I think sticking with it's probably the way to go. Well bowled there. Quick single there down to short third man. Bablake get one more to the total. I think picking up these singles around here is going to be key to adding to the total. A few extras in there through batting the overs, and I think they can get to feasibly about 70 here, which is needs to be chased by Rugby. It's certainly not going to be a stroll in the park. Toss much higher there, and they takes the wicket. York to the batsman there, and the leg spinner takes the final wicket for Rugby. Bablake bowled out for 52 in the 18th over.
Yeah, I think both the Rugby bowling attack and the skipper, Jacob, are going to be really pleased with that. They put their batsmen in a fantastic position to see this game off quite comfortably. Well bowled. Pigott, I've got to admire that from him. 4 overs, I believe it was 5 for 3 from 4. It's fantastic there from the young man. And it was indeed spin it to win it. So the Rugby boys here are going to be really pleased with that. From the Bablake side, Sohoto showed some real touches of class out there. Great shots from him. But this Bablake team are going to have to bowl very, very well now to try and disturb this Rugby win. But I believe the win for the boys here is imminent. Look forward to seeing McLean out there at the crease. I expect he's going to open. No, he lost the Tonka ball. I'm sure he'll be really confident there after 2 good catches. But yeah, fantastic there from the boys in the duck egg, and unlucky there from Bablake.
Yeah, interesting to see second innings coming up soon. Say goodbye to Mr. Kayada for now, and I'll see you for the second innings.
And I'm off. In a bit, lads. Good luck.
to try and chase down these 53 required. Cooper to open the bowling here for Bablake. Looks like a leggy from here. Indeed is. Merritt taking one for Rugby as he comes down the pitch and beautifully works that through mid-wicket. Looks to get back for 2, and they do. McLean joining him at the crease, taking the number 2 position. Rugby looking to knock off these 53, hopefully without any real danger. Well bowled by Cooper. Lovely action it looks like. Tough to bowl leg spin, but he's landing in great areas so far, straight off the bat. Again into a great area, and that's edged past point by Merritt. They look for 2, but they can't quite get... Oh, they are coming back. Looks tight, but the throw's slightly weak, and it allows them to get through. Flighted again. Merritt straight back to the bowler, no run. Bablake with the slip in early, looking to take wickets, which I think are going to be required if they're going to be able to defend this total. Shorter there, can't catch up to the ball, which has top spin on it. Slightly misfielded there then at short fine leg, but 45 gets back round and gets it in. Just the one. 5 off the first over, and Merritt keeps the strike. Quick update on the under-14 game, which is also taking place at this point, away for the Rugby boys. Under-14s, 145 for 1, finished their 20 overs with Mr. Dandy scoring 94 not out, just the 6 short of his century. 96 even, I'm reliably informed, just the 4 away. Should really have got those 4, I would say, but well batted by the young lad. Bablake opening up from the schoolhouse end with a bit of pace. East bowling. That one looked like it stayed a little bit low from Merritt's reaction, but keeps it out. It's a lowie, some may say. Takes pad on the way down to leg side. Keeper collects it very nicely. Double. Follow there from East. A shout from deep square leg of all places, but Mr. Powell at umpire having none of it. Flighted, full of over the top, straight down the ground. Mid-off collects it as it plugs in the slightly soft ground here at Rugby after some rains through the last couple of days. He comfortably clears mid-off in the end. Heart in the mouth moment I would expect for the batsman, but he expects to get back for 2. Bit more rain here for Rugby, which is slightly unfortunate. Hopefully it stays off a little bit, then the boys can stay out there. Bablake quickly setting out long on after seeing that shot. Strikes the pad, but only the appeal from the bowler. Dot. Only chasing 52, you'd expect that, well, you'd hope that the system used would put Rugby ahead. Quick check of the rain maps doesn't look too promising, but hopefully they skirt around the close here. Short of a length there, pulled out, mistimed, and moves along the square out to deep square leg. End of the over. McLean still yet to face the ball after 2 overs. Umpires looking to get together here. Not a great sign for Rugby. It's stopping is the call from the scorers table. Hopefully. Umpires are happy to continue, which is a win for cricket, you have to say. Slip still in for the leg spinner Cooper, and I think that's quite deserved. Bowled well the first over. Toss right up, full toss, and it's patted down to a mid-on, but it's sat on the ring and allows an easy single there for Rugby. McLean to face his first ball after 2.1 overs. Heavier rains here, and the umpires have called it. It's not stopping. It's a change of decision for the scorers table, and McLean still yet to face a ball. But Rugby coming off the field, 10 for none after 2.1 overs. Heavy rain stopping play. Hopefully we can get back out there soon. here to tell us how you think the first half's gone. So Joel, what do you think? How do you think the first half went for you?
It went pretty well, I think. We bowled well, we fielded well, got our wickets. We got them down to a low score, which is quite good. We should chase them down quite easily.
Spin took a lot of wickets in the first innings. Did you think, was that a plan going into it?
Yeah, so we decided to just start with spin from the start because it is turning a lot. It's hard to bat on, especially for spin. So yeah.
Yeah, good decision in the end. Lots of wickets falling to spin. We've seen it rain quite heavily here. Ground staff doing a great job getting the covers on and off. How do you expect the boys to go for second innings now?
Same again, singles. We don't really care about dot balls. The boundaries will come. Again, it's a low score. We just need to play positive.
Great, thank you very much, Joel. Good luck to you. And we're back. The rain is gone, and the boys are back out there, ready to hopefully knock the runs off of Rugby. Cooper's going to continue. Only managed one ball in his over before the rain delay occurred. I'm joined by Mr. Oscar. How are you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you very much. How much longer do you think? Do you think Rugby will take to knock these off?
Hopefully under 10 overs. I think if Ed gets going, then it couldn't be that long.
Yeah, faced his first ball there. Didn't manage to face any of the 2.1 overs before the rain. But he's back out there now.
Oh.
Lofted shot through mid-wicket there to start. Tracking towards the fence, but with the rain it might slow up. But it does get there. 4 runs. Great start to the resumed innings for Rugby.
4 off the first ball as well.
Do you think McLean's going to go after it then? Is that your initial impression as to how he's going to knock off these 52?
I think so. I think he doesn't really hold back, and I think that's one of his game plans, to just go for the ball.
Strikes him on the pad there, no room. What do you think to the Bablake field here? Defending 52.
I think they've got slipping. I think slip is a bit too aggressive, especially. But they've got to go for the wickets. They're gonna have a chance of winning this match.
Fair enough. I quite like the slip idea early on, but that's dragged down short. It looks like it's going straight up in the air. And
He's out.
Taken comfortably there at mid-wicket. Ed doesn't manage it this time, and Rugby lose a wicket, 14 for 1 after 2.5. Back to the crease there at 3, having finished his interview maybe 10 minutes ago. Seemed confident enough in his interview. What did you make of his interview?
Yeah, I think he has a definite game plan on what he wants to do out in the middle. I think he'll execute that quite easily.
I thought it was interesting what he said about dot balls, but then the boundary option as well. I think he's naturally aggressive against spin in some cases. He looks to hit straight. But I think that it was dot balls, taking those good balls, I think it's probably the way to go for Rugby. 20 overs to knock these off. No more forecast of rain. You'd hope they get the full allotment of overs if they need them, that is.
Yeah, they've got definitely plenty of time to knock these runs off.
Cooper in again. Merritt plays a nice shot through cover there. Gets one to deep cover, and that's the end of the over. $15 for 1. Looks like east to continue from the schoolhouse end. Bit more seam on the track. Lots of wickets took by spin by Rugby, so you might look for another Bablake spinner to take some here, but sticking with their opening bowler, who's been bowling in decent areas. Slight shout there, but in the inside edge, they get one down to square leg.
Is that behind? Yeah.
Jacob facing up to his first ball here. Works into mid-wicket. Joel will look to bat through here, I expect. Merritt will too. Only the 53 in. So then It's not the greatest situation there for a batsman to be in, only chasing 53. Sometimes feel there's not much winning. What do you think?
Well,
There's not much winning really with 53 only on the board. You can't really make yourself a big score, and you only really seem to lose by getting out.
yeah. I think they'll just look to bat through the overs. There's plenty of time to score the runs required, so I'll try and bat through.
Great fielding there by Midan. The full toss gets it down to the right hand of Midan, who slides on quite what is got to be said, a very good sliding surface. Now it's a little greasy after the rain, but he makes a good stop. No ball, unfortunately, though. Free hit can't be dealt with, and it's just a dot.
I think now it's just thinking about hitting the bad ball. There's no need to start swinging too early. There's going to be lots of overs to come, so you need to keep that cool.
Slapped into mid wicket. Slight fumble, but they can't make a single. Merritt looking to continue his aggressive style of play that we saw before the rain and try and knock these off quite quickly.
Oh. Quick single to mid-off after a mid-wicket. 2 runs as well.
Slight misfield there at mid-off. I don't mind the Bablake field here, but you can say that quite a few of them are sat quite deep on the ring.
Yeah.
They're not really stopping that singles, and I think Rugby can really milk that. They're needing only 53. They can just hit and run to some fielders almost.
Yeah, I think with Bablake field you're either saving the 1 or you're kind of saving the 4, especially with only 53 on the board, so something for them to think about. Oh.
Full toss there, bunted out towards mid-off, but it drops just short. Well collected there. Get through for the single though. End of the over. Rugby scored 21 for 1 after 4. Cooper to continue from the hospital end. Bowling very nicely, it has to be said. Picked up the 1 wicket in this inning so far. Very nice leg spinners action.
I think spin's the way to continue, especially as many wickets fell on the last innings spin. So if they have another spinner that can come on the other end, that'll be definitely useful.
Hopeful shout there from Bablake. It seems to be turning a long way down leg, but Bablake make a dot. I think they've got to build pressure here somehow. Key to taking wickets.
Yeah.
Well bowled again. They look for a single, but a run-out chance doesn't occur due to a slip at cover. I think that kind of demonstrates the greasiness of the surface, which will hold the ball up as well as it might make fielding a little bit more difficult for some of the fielders.
Especially for a spinner, as the ball's quite wet. It's going to be quite hard to bowl with. But see how Cooper manages with that.
I can see a few rags out there that the Bablake lads have taken out with them. I think that's well advised in the conditions at the moment. Quicker ball it looks like there from Cooper, but Merritt's able to work that into the gap between mid-on and mid-wicket and make a single.
Yeah, it's very good that they're playing the good balls into the gaps. Looks like Merritt's got a definite game plan.
Very true. I'd like to see that mid-wicket from Bablake. It'd be a little bit tighter in there. I think Rugby did it really well, having those nice and straight and tight, not allowing a single. That almost trickles back onto the stumps there, but Jacob keeps it out. Well bowled again, squirts out into the offside to point. End of the over. Rugby scored 22 for 1 after 5.
The run rate's looking decent at about 4 and over. I think as Jacob and Merritt start getting into their stride, that could increase to well over 6 and over, so we'll see what happens.
Expecting a quick finish then.
Hopefully, yeah. I think so. Especially as Joel kind of gets into his stride, he's quite an attacking batsman, so we'll see. Looks like it's a new bowler. We'll see.
Into the gap between fine leg and deep square allows the Rugby batsman to get back for 2. Outside edge there takes it past point and they manage to scramble through for a 1.
Yeah, Bablake definitely need to stop these singles flowing because they're rotating the strike quite easily now.
Short of delivery there. Looks like it skids through a touch.
Definitely something for the Rugby batsman to consider as the pitch is quite wet. It's going to skid on, not bounce as much.
I think you really can camp on the front foot in this case. Day 5 pitch is going to stay pretty low anyway. And with the run-ups being a bit wetter, not as much venom in the run-ups. A little bit slippy for the bowler. Looks like you might want to camp on the front foot. Bunted down the ground there to mid-on. And Rugby get through for another single, making it look quite easy now. Over halfway to the total required. Rugby looking to continue as they've started. Full toss there down the leg side. Jog can't connect, but he'll take the extra wide. Another full toss there, cracked out to mid-wicket. The ball doesn't plug, hopefully. It's slowing, and it's stopped about 3 foot from the boundary rope. They get 3 for 2. Jacob stood there in awe of his shot, but unfortunately has to run for it. He gets back for the 3rd, actually. No ball, however, and Merritt steals the free hit from Jacob.
Great shot there by Jacob, capitalising on the bad ball. It's great they're getting singles off good balls as well, rotating the strike, hitting the gaps.
Short of length there. Ooh. Top edgy, looks like it skidded on a touch and caught a mid-wicket. Merritt's gone for 19. Oh no, free hit. Said it myself and forgot. Merritt moves to 20 with that. Better length there by the bowler. And that finishes the over. Rugby now 32 for 1 after 6. End of the power play. Cooper continues from the hospital end, bowling more beautiful leggies. Worked away full of length there, in between mid-wicket and square leg. Mid-wicket scampers round, but Rugby were able to get back for 2. Mid-wicket goes out to a cow now. Dot ball. Slight change of field there for Cooper. With the extra man now into the second power play. Elects to put a cow out. Takes slip out. Feels like the more wicket taking option is probably the man on the boundary to Merritt, who's looked to play very aggressively so far. Merritt there continuing his work, nudging that one down to mid-on. He can't stop a single, and they get through for another 1. Fly to delivery from Cooper. Jacob bunts out to mid-on, and in the end they probably could have run the single there, but Jacob will stay on strike with a dot. Little short there again by Cooper. Jacob gets the bat down, keeps it out, but no run. Bowled again by Cooper. That's a solid 4 overs from Cooper from the hospital end. Finishes 1 for 15 after his 4 overs. Leaves Rugby 36 for 1 after 7 overs.
I think this is the time for Rugby now to start counter-attacking. Their main bowlers out of the attack, so I think whoever comes on at the other end is trying to throw them off their length after their first over.
Still loads of overs left though. They can afford to keep the good ball out and keep rotating the strikers they have been doing. Only 17 runs more needed.
Looks like a new bowler now.
Sawdust blows up as it goes past the batsman there. Keeper collects quite well on what must be a tricky deck to keep in. Merritt tries to work that down to fine leg, but too wide, and he'll take the wide. Quick word before that ball by the captain there for the bowler. You have to wonder what he asked of him there. Maybe a plan, try and get Merritt out. Maybe might have spotted something in his game that Bablake might look to exploit. However, that delivery they weren't able to capitalise. Shorter there and dab down towards the third man region. Point gets round to cut it off, so it's only a single.
Very nice shot there from Merritt to keep the run rate going. Keep rotating the strike, which is key now.
Shorter there. Jacob pumps it down the ground to mid off, but it's going to be a dot. Merritt looking for a single there, but Jacob sends him back. Shorter again there, hit again by Jacob down to mid-on, and this time he managed to scramble through for a single. Mary looks to swing that one away, but again can't connect, and he'll take the extra. 5 so far for the over with 2 balls left. Manages to work down to square leg. Square leg has to do some work behind him there. He'll get round, they'll get through for 2, and it looks like they'll settle for 2 despite a weaker arm. Required win rate under 100. Under a 0 even. Oh my. Under 1. If I can get my numbers out. Just the 10 more required. Back for length again, pushed out to point. I'll let you do the next over and see if you can sort your numbers out.
Academic, I'm alright. Chance. Oh yeah. Looks like there's a new baller coming on. Late cut there by Joel. Scampers back for 2. Joel looks for the single, cleanly picked up by points. No run.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's alright.
Ooh. Shout for LB, not given.
Oh, yeah.
Worked into the onside. Ooh. Joe only opts for 1. Good rotation of the strike from Merritt, hitting the gaps. Oh, end of over. Rugby 47 for 1 off 9. Needing 6 to win. Oh no. Yeah, 6 to win. There we go.
Looks like another new bowler here for Bablake. Trying out all their options to try and take a wicket here and open the door for what would be a miraculous turn of events almost. Merritt on 27 here facing up, probably hoping to finish it off this over. Just the 6 more required. Looks for the tip and run, slight slip at mid-wicket. But he manages to clamber over and stop the single. Short of a length there. Late cut there puts it through point, but with the rain on the ground again, it looks like it's going to pull up, and it does, and it comes again, and they get through for a second. Full of length there, worked well. Down to fine leg, to his left hand as he scampers round. Rugby managed to get back round for the second. 4 off the over off these 3 balls. Just the 2 more required. Half an over to get the required 2. Phil comes in here for Bablake, trying to grab a run out, take 1 more with them as they go, inevitably I think to a loss. Back of the length, worked into the leg side. Square leg will look to cut it off and it will just be a single. Draws the scores level. Jacob on strike to try and look to finish this off the last 2 balls of this over. Oh, and that's a wicket. It's a great catch there. Extra cover diving down to his right. And Jacob goes with scores level. Bablake take their 2nd wicket of the innings. Just the 1 more required for Rugby, but Joel can't take the knot out of the red inker. And looks like he'll have to lower the average for the season. It's unfortunate there from JJ. I touched on it before, there's no real winning. Chasing 53 as a total. But he certainly has lost with that out.
In comes Luke Swinfen, quite an attacking batsman, so he'll look to score off this 1 ball. Oh.
What do you think Swinfen's option's going to be here for the 1 run? Is going to look to be with flair, or is it going to look to be solid here?
Well, hopefully he looks for kind of a flary ending. Wouldn't want to see a 6 over cow or something.
So 6 over cow?
Yeah.
No ramps?
Reverse scoop maybe.
One to come in over from Huffam. And he'll take that 1 wicket. Look for another hair off his final delivery. Catching mid on in, as well as catching square leg by the looks of it. Just a bit shorter. In he comes. Swinfen looks to get round it to the right hand side of square leg, and Rugby get the last run and take this victory in the first round of the Warwickshire County Cup. Rugby chased the 53 required and the last ball of the 10th over. And that's the end of the game. Thanks for joining us in this live stream of the Under 15A County Cup run, and we'll join you again later. Thank you.